Now watch. Watch this. He puts his foot here, and like that. Ooh, what's this? What's just in here? What's that foot there? And oh, whoops. They're making go up now.
Yeah.
Now watch. Oh boy! Oh no, it's breaking loose!
He's breaking
Oh look, see it? The thing's breaking loose.
It was gonna fall off.
Whoa! I spent so many hours playing this.
Oh, Bruce.
This is the best time of my life! Until Melanie came along. It was the best time of my life! Alright, now I'll show you. I'll demonstrate. Okay, you're gonna demonstrate what me and Eddie Clary, the guy who helped design the Newton, he helped. He was the brains behind the Newton. He was the brains behind it all.
Now he lives in San Francisco.
Now he lives in San Francisco on a certain street that I'm not gonna name. Okay, this is a typical Newton scene. A typical Newton scene that's coming up now. Okay, this is a typical Newton scene that's coming up now. I need those characters over there.
Is this Major Matt Mason?
That's Major Matt Mason. He's
Yeah.
the guy who turned into
Jeff Long.
Jeff Long. He turned into Obacoba. He mutated into Obacoba.
This is really quite. Gosh, this is incredible.
Okay, you're gonna see a typical Newton's. You're gonna see a typical Newton scene. This is what happened a lot when I played it with Eddie Clary here. Okay, and you're gonna think, my gosh, they must be insane.
No, they don't make toys like this anymore.
No, they don't. They just copy. They make commercials, say, of things like movies and Steven Spielberg stuff. Okay, all right. They'd be inside here, right, like this. And Callisto was always the bad guy because he would always ruin things. Okay, Mason would be in here, and then of course, where's Callisto
But
here?
you can't see it through that plastic.
Oh yes, you can. Pretty soon you will. Pretty soon you will. Okay, this monkey played a big part in it too. And also
What
Captain
about
Laser.
the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah, he did too, but not
What's
as
that
much.
thing right there?
This is Captain Laser. Captain Laser. Alright, just a second here. I'm going to try to. Where's that thing? Ah! This. I'm getting very close to the thing that always caused their problems. Okay, this is a typical Newton scene that you're about to see. When I was 12 years old. Okay, Callisto always was the guy who would be relaxing and stuff.
This guy's pretty cool, except he's dorky looking.
Yeah, he was. Captain Laser.
Captain Door.
What's this? Oh no! Cover my head! You'd be like I have a deep voice like this. Okay. You're about to witness a typical Newton scene. The monkey was always in here too, monkeying around with the crew. Named Shirley, or Sonia, Russian people. Okay. This is a typical Newton scene that you're about to witness here. Typical Newton scene. And I must tell you again that what came out of this was a lot of novels, Newton novels, that I even still am working on right now to work. Here's Coco, the monkey. Always, which would always. This is okay. This is what's going to happen here. You're going to witness the tragic end here. All right. This would come back. He'd come up here, you know, and he'd come up with this monkey in his hand. Be like this, you know, coming with a. Can you see that monkey in Callisto's hand?
Can you get a close up of that?
Can you get that close up on? Okay, now. All right. See, he has the monkey in his hand. Okay, he'd come up in here, you know, and he'd tell the crew that he intellectually captured the monkey that belonged to Newton, and that he was going to keep it from Newton because Newton loved it very much. He was just crazy about that monkey, and every time the monkey was missing, Newton would get all furious and go. And he had the Newton voice out like this, like I go, you better let me in, or I'll take the space station. And they go, let me see. Let's see. Sure. And then they get Captain Laser, and you go, oh, shoot you down, and you go, try to shoot it, you know. And see, watch his eyes. He'd be shooting at it, but Newton would be dodging. All of a sudden, he'd start ramming Captain Laser, poof, poof, and stab and knock him out. Okay, then Newton would start circling around, and they'd use this thing on him. Let's see, where is that? I have to get it right here. I have to get it here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Ow! Ouch! Oh! Oh! Okay. Alright, then Newton would come in, and there'd be the Black Mutant, because the Black Mutant was on Newton's side too at the beginning, but he was kind of, I did tell you, let me in, I want my monkey, And they go, you're going to have to get that monkey, stupid, ugly mutant, and he'd start ramming it, going, and he'd hit, and crash it, and go, and shields buckling, and then they'd send this thing up, pow, pow, yeah. He'd swing around and go, he'd make a voice like, and he'd hit it, crash, and they go, he'd crash with the shields, But see, even though these things were destroyed, there'd still be air in there. And then he'd swing around, and then this thing would come up, like that, and start shooting at Newton, but Newton, it'd hit Newton, but Newton would kind of be dazed, and he'd swing it again, and hit it again, and then he'd destroy that thing, so it'd be a sitting duck. And they'd be swinging around, and then he'd hit it again, and they'd say, "We better let that mutant have that. We better let him in. We better let him have that monkey, or he'll destroy the station. It's the only thing that we're dependent on. It's the only source of life support." And you go, they'd hit it again, and then they'd be, they could, because electrical fires would spring up on the control panels, and they'd hit it again. And the stupid thing about Newton is he could go around and get them, but he wasn't that intelligent. He'd just keep on ramming shields until kaboom, then the next shield would go tearing off, and then you'd hit it again. And one time he crashed through here and broke this shield. See? No. And then till the whole thing would be shieldless, and then the people would die heroically, like a shield would come down on them and kill them and stuff, and Newton would, then Callisto would say, "You better stay back, Newton. If one more move and I'll kill your monkey, then you'll die of loneliness, And he'd have Newton at bay, because he'd be holding his monkey at hostage. So, but that wouldn't stop Newton, because he'd just keep on attacking till there'd be more and more people be destroyed, and then, of course, this is his friend, kick the bucket and everything, and then it'd just be Coco left, Newton and Coco, and then Callisto would act. And what would happen is he'd throw it at Newton, and the monkey would get stabbed from Newton's own doing. And then there'd be a big dramatic fight with Callisto and stuff, and then finally he would do Callisto in through violent means that are so violent. He'd take off Callisto's head and put a fish egg in Callisto's head. That every time Callisto got around anti-radiation, it caused the fish egg to hatch inside Callisto's head, and Callisto would become an instant vegetable if he tried to use anti-radiation on Newton. And so you see, that's basically a Newton story.
I see.
It's kind of like Punch and Jody, only on a more science fiction sort of a approach to it. Any questions? Any questions about?
Only about your sanity. Well, that was interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Hello. Okay, see this thing? This is the Creature of the Black Lagoon, used in 1956 horror movie called The Creature of the Black Lagoon. And in the Newton, it served as a. It wasn't as known as the Creature of the Black Lagoon in the Newton. You see what happened was, it had this. You see this on there? That's clay. And it had a big Godzilla-like tail, and on top it had Godzilla-like, those jagged things that kind of, down its back, and had horns on its head. And on the feet it had little horns around here, and what was called, it wasn't called the creature from the Black Lagoon, it was called the monster Magatos. And it wasn't just 6 feet tall, actually it's about 8 feet tall here. It was about 250 feet tall. And what would produce this monster is that there'd be the statue of this gorilla statue, only it had its arms and legs missing. Arms and legs are always seem to be missing in the Newton's series. And there was this little rubber ant statue in the back of it. And if you pulled the rubber ant out, it would produce this gigantic 250-foot tall monster that would start destroying cities and on the moon, because there are cities on the moon, because that was the thing, yes, yeah, for all those lunatics that want to live on the moon. And it would go around destroying, and you had this Godzilla breath, you know, its breath would squirt out, you know, and destroy things and stuff, and then you'd get in a fight with Teddy, the Tremendous, and he was a big teddy bear, and and the big thing was trying to find the ant to put it back in there, because the tanks couldn't destroy it, flying saucers couldn't destroy it. It was just like your basic Godzilla ripoff. Japanese monster.
Godzilla.
Monster. Oh, monster. Mm-hmm. And if you want to know how this guy, can you see him?
Hey, that's Jeff Long, man.
Yeah, Jeff Long.
That's Jeff Long, man.
He turned into Obakoba.
Obakoba.
And what he... Yeah, see that bit?
I'm trying to tell you, he turned to Obakoba.
He turned...
Obakoba talk like this.
No, Obakoba. Abadon Manoba Dabba. Dabba Saba. You better be gooba to me, but or I kick you in the head, but. He had to put B's on the end. B-A. B-A. What happened was he's half Earthling and half Kumba. He's the only one that had originality to him. He wasn't a total clone. He was half clone.
Half Earthling, half Mr. T. Hey, boo.
And Callisto, what happened was Newton found out that Callisto was the one that responsible for turning him into a mutant. So what Newton did, he put Callisto in the atomic reactor and mutated him so badly that he just became this mindless janitor known as the mutant Tabi. He'd go around the ship, you know, licking the floor on Mutania. And every once in a while he'd bite Newton's boot. You know, Newton would be giving an order, and all of a sudden he'd feel something biting his foot, and he'd look down and see the mutant Tabi going. And down to the ship's janitor, you know, just go. It was all mutating you from the atomic reactor, and be licking it. I always went around licking the ground of the floor of Mutania, and then it hated Newton for doing that. It had a little mentality, and all of a sudden Newton felt if Newton stayed in one place too long, the mutant Tabi would crawl over there and start biting his foot. So he couldn't sleep in one place. He had to move over some other place. Newton Tabi would come out and start biting him.
Okay.
And Doug Davis, as you can see, turned into, where's that? Oh yeah, he turned into this character. Can you get a close up on him? The evil, terrible black mutant, who is this guy with, okay, just imagine, see, this is his clone, Doug Davis. Doug Davis. And here's the black mutant. This is what they would end up mutating into. And oh, that can't fit on his head.
I know. I just found that out.
Yeah. Well, he had a life support belt that helped put an atmosphere around him so he could breathe.
Oh.
He was a little more advanced than the humans that us Earthlings. Any questions? Any questions?
No.
You know what Captain Laser? He was their captain of the place, and I'll demonstrate Captain Laser's. He said he would save Major Matt Mason and stuff with his eyes. If they were lost in the dark, he could.
What'd you turn off all the lights and film that? Oh, you can see it on there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird. He's just a bozo on this bus.
That's weird, isn't it? Major Matt Mason.
We should
Do you want to know how he turned into Newton? Does anybody want to know how he turned into Newton?
How long does it take?
About a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Callisto was jealous of Mason because Mason was the one that everyone loved because he was the major of the place. He ordered him around, and what happened was this alien crashed on the moon that granted them immortality through this little capsules, like kind of like a decongestion capsule. If they took it, they'd have immortality, they'd have telekinesis too, everything. But what happened was, it fell into the hands of Mason accidentally. He woke up and he found it on the breakfast table, because Callisto made up the story that someone took off with it. So everyone ran off looking for this space capsule. So Callisto was going to devour it for breakfast. And Mason came in there and found it laying on the table. And Mason came in there. This is Mason.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Doug Davis.
Okay.
And he goes, huh, what's this? And Callisto said, put down that thing. And he goes, my friend Callisto, what's gotten into you? And anyway, what happened was, Callisto told him that was this fountain of youth sort of thing and all that stuff that could give him powers and immortality and all that stuff. And Mason went, well, if that's that good, I'm just going to open it up and make breakfast out of it. So when he was going to, Callisto got in a big fight with Mason. You know, there's all, smack, and he was kicking him and judoing him and smack across Callisto and smack, and he was going, oh, and then I'll demonstrate this thing. And then Callisto was trying to Spock Mason. This is what Mason looks like, because he was trying to Spock, but then Mason was just going smack, and then knocked Callisto down. But what happened was, here's the radiation gun that turned Mason into a mutant. He turned it on. I'm going to demonstrate how he mutated Mason now. He turned on this radiation gun. Here it is, the radiation gun. Can you get a powerful look up on that? There's the radiation gun. It's actually a Geiger counter that can absorb radioactivity. And Callisto turned it on Mason, and this is what happened to him. See, here's Mason, a sort of good-looking guy, but then all of a sudden he ended up looking like this. He ended up looking like that, and then he left it on further, and he ended up looking like who was very persecuted because in the future, people are into looks and things, and if you're different, you're persecuted. They keep you outside in the cold, atmosphereless terrain, and it can make you go crazy. So you'll fly around and you'll attack the ship, and they'll have to shoot at you with a laser or phaser balls and stuff, and to protect you from your weirdness. And of course, here's the Black Mutant who mutated from Doug Davis and caused a lot of problems also. Any questions?
No.
Any questions? No questions? No intellectual, like the philosophy of it all?
No.
The philosophy is very interesting. The philosophy is very interesting because this is what happens Mason Newton, when he became a mutant, he got Mutania later on, and Mutania became a very powerful ship, and then he became really famous for it. What happened was Newton was getting depressed, so he was looking for the meaning of life, and he wanted to find out if there was a God or not. So he took a time travel way up into the future, And what happened was he went a few trillion, zillion millenniums into the future and found out that Earth existed now. See, Major Matt Mason actually lived billions and trillions and zillions of millenniums ago. And when he visited Earth in 1960, and he was going by, and he heard on the TV that there was Major Matt Mason from Mattel. And he looked on this commercial, and he saw kids playing with he and his crew on TV, only in doll form, in the late 1960s, early 70s. And he found out that kids who play with toy soldiers and stuff, or play with chess, it's like kind of like God playing, with mankind and making, like the world's a stage and we're mere players that stretch our hour upon it. And like Major Matt Mason was, and Newton. And there's a supreme being behind it all, and so Newton became like a toy thing in our time. Before he was a human, a long, long time ago. But then it's kind of like God said, well, I'll have kids playing with Mason in the 1960s, on our time, when he was actually a human, a real person, zillions and zillions of millenniums ago.
That's pretty freaky.
That's the philosophy of Newton. That you cannot have life without conflict, dramatic intent. Something is. You need tragedy to perform in all that stuff. In this time, like there's always a good person and a bad person to help bring on the play, to help make life interesting. It's that. Deep. Heavy, huh? Heavy. Heavy. Deep.
How do you feel right now?
Turned it off just for a second. Do you want it on again?
Okay, you can turn it off.
No, I just turned it off. Do you want it on again?
No, it's still on.
So the green's off.
This isn't plugged in yet.
Oh, I see. Okay, tell me it again.
Are you in a good mood or a bad mood?
Good mood.
Are you in a violent mood or a non-violent mood?
I guess non-violent.
Would you hit a friend?
For what? Why? For what?
For amputating.
I hit a friend for amputating? No.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh!
It was weak anyway.
I know. Oh, he's turning into the Black Mutant.
I'm sorry. Let's see if I can do it to this one.
Oh no!
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. The sound of heartbreak.
Had this fun for 16 years.
Well, it's only at the elbow. It's not like he's dead. Look at this way, he could have lost his whole arm. You think he could have been quadriplegic?
Devouring time.
So. It was just hanging there, it's just hanging by the rubber anyway. I didn't know that.
That's true. That's true.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault, David. You're gonna have to buy me another
This
one.
guy looks like a Russian.
I know. He was really rushing at Newton when he was just ahead. He was flying at Newton.
Here comes Mr. Mill's dog.
She did like this.
Hey! Who lost an arm? I found it over there by the dumpster.
Mushroom. Ethan.
Yeah, what?
My arm.
Your arm. Oh, it must be yours.
Callista exposed me to that energy. Now I'm mutating.
Oh no, you're radiating, man.
I can fly
This
though.
is like cosmic. Oh no, here's something we can do. He goes, let's see. He comes up to me and he says, ask me. Let's see. I'll ask you 3 questions, and you can cross the bridge. All you have to do is answer them, okay? Okay, that doesn't sound too odd.
What is your name?
Jeff.
No, Mason. No, Major Matt Mason.
Major Matt Mason.
What is your quest?
The Holy Grail.
What is the color of your eyes?
Blue. Green. Ah!
Next person.
Next one. Oops, hold on.
What is your name? Doug Davis.
Doug Davis.
What is your quest?
The Holy Grail.
What color are your eyes?
No, yeah. What's the capital of New Hampshire?
What's the capital of New Hampshire?
Well, I don't know that. Ah! Okay, ask me one more
I
time.
tried now, man.
Okay.
You're not gonna see.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
What is your name?
I'll say Jeff Long.
What is your quest?
I tell you, man, the Holy Grail.
What is the color of your eyes?
No, what is the maximum speed velocity of a swallow?
What is the maximum velocity of a swallow?
What do you mean? African swallow, European swallow? Well, I don't know that. Ah! You want? How come? I'm just curious. Why do you always do that? You just kind of let it run.
Why?
Uh huh.
Well, actually, it's off right now.
No, he unplugged the.
Unplugged it.
Oh.
Unplugged it. Unplugged it. Unplugged it. Unplugged it. Well, I tell you what.
What?
What? I learned something.
Mm-hmm.
This
Don't
is
trust
just
your friend with
very
toys.
powerful. There's a song. I gotta get this in the picture here.
Kiss. Let's see. What guy is that right there?
I've gotta get this in the
What's
song.
his
That's
name?
Doug Davis.
Kiss Doug Davis goodbye. Mm-hmm.
There's a song that goes to all of this. See, 10 years ago, I would have been able to put on a show with this stuff like you wouldn't believe.
Oh no.
But there's a song that goes to all this that I sang today.
Tweet,
Oh.
tweet, tweet.
Toyland.
Toyland, Toyland, for fun it's a girl and boy.
Little girl.
Okay, then I stand at the door and I go, that would miss the landlord, boy and girl. Can you take Tom Bucket? Tom Bucket. Can you take Cum Bucket? Okay, well, boys and girls, it's almost the time for the end of the show, so I better be leaving because Mr. Landlord don't come back. Maybe I'll see you next week, but I'm not sure. Bye-bye, and you shall be fall out the window.
Yeah.
There's a storm on the horizon. Oh, let the wind blow. There is thunder in the heavens. Oh, oh, let the wind.
Poop, 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 poop. Poop, poop, poop. Poop, poop. Poop, poop. Poop, 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 poop. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.